I'm back to introduce you to my trilogy now, and it's called the Walkers Trilogy. First book's Walkers, then we have Place Between Worlds, Place Between Worlds, and The Shield is the final book. And they're they're fantasy books, and with lots of swordplay in them. I would love to see these as graphic novels. It's kind of like my dream to make these into graphic novels because I would love to see them in graphic novels. They'd be pretty cool. And I tried to do it, but I just don't illustrate that way. My illustrations are too sweet, and these aren't sweet books. They're they're fun. They're not dark, but they're just not sweet, and they have a lot of sword play in them, and people get cut. So it starts out with walkers and about a young woman, Kate Johnson. She's 18, and well, here we go. Shall we read it? Let's read it. What would happen if your made-up bedtime story about the baby in your care was actually the truth? What would you do if you were suddenly thrown into a world where trees melted into gateways and a merciless assassin was after you and the baby? How would you cope if your everyday life was replaced by a reality filled with a different set of rules? And would you trust the young man who emerged from a tree carrying a 1,000-year-old samurai sword and calling himself a walker between worlds? These are the challenges that 18-year-old Kate Johnson must face in this fast-paced YA fantasy adventure and love story as she and Ash strive to protect an infant prince who is destined to become the savior of his world. And then book 2 is called The Place Between Worlds, and it's like when you walk between worlds, you shift through a tree as a portal, and then you're in this place between worlds, and it's all kind of murky and foggy, and walkers don't linger along there. And this is what's in there, what the place between worlds is all about, and it carries on with Kate and Ash and Joey, who's the baby, who is now a toddler in this book. And then The Shield, it's the final one. There we go. And with Kate again, of course. And well, I'm going to read you the back cover of this one because it doesn't give you much away, and so hopefully you'll want to read it. This is the final book in the Walker's trilogy. The time of the prophecy is now. Dragons and magical gifts clash. Loyalties are tested. Love and sacrifice are required. An innocent young girl holds the key to peace. A magical boy must become a king, lead his people wisely, and bind two warring factions into one unified clan. And Kate, who is the shield, must balance everything she loves on the edge of a sword. So like I said, there's lots of sword. I have a black belt in Kashima Shinryu, and that's a Japanese sword fighting style. And so I lots of sword play and other things. So, okay, there you go. Talk to you later. Bye.